Amanda was still shaken from the trauma of the crash, but the officer showed no concern for her injuries. Instead, he insisted she perform another field sobriety test, this time the one-leg stand. Amanda was told to lift one foot about 8 inches off the ground and start counting out loud while maintaining her balance. This time, she did everything right. She didn't wobble, she didn't lose balance, and she didn't miscount. But even after completing the test perfectly, the officer still declared that Amanda was driving under the influence. In some ways, this kind of enforcement process has serious flaws. At the scene, officers aren't required to conduct a breathalyzer or chemical test. They can arrest someone purely based on their own judgment, which opens the door to false accusations and gray areas in law enforcement. Unfortunately for Amanda, she became a victim of exactly that. The actual driver who caused the accident wasn't detained. Instead, Amanda, the one who had been rear-ended, was arrested by the police. But that wasn't even the worst part. The true nightmare began when the officer insisted on searching her. It would become something Amanda would never forget for the rest of her life. The officer told Amanda to stand still and asked whether she had any illegal items on her. Despite her repeated denials and attempts to explain, he proceeded with the search anyway. At that moment, Amanda's husband arrived by car, hoping to understand what was happening, but instead of being allowed to approach, he was ordered not to even look in their direction, under threat of arrest. Why would they not let her husband come near? That's when Amanda began to panic. She had a terrible feeling something was very wrong, and she was right. The officer's search crossed every boundary. Amanda reasonably asked for her husband to be present, but the officer flatly refused, without offering any explanation. He claimed he didn't want to touch Amanda, but his hands didn't stop moving. It was as if wearing a body cam somehow made anything permissible.